What's up to all those alone in the zone? You know the vibe when I scribe. John Eli Lopez back once again on a mission to get you one step closer to being the king or the queen of the pencil. And today I will be mixing letters, shapes, color pencils, and markers. If you'd like to follow along, all you would need is color pencils, markers, some paper, and inspiration. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm just using a regular Avery thick permanent marker. And there's something about seeing just the white of the paper and going for it with just that black of the marker. And what better letters to start with than JEL? But if you're following along and you'd like to sketch it out, first go right ahead and sketch it out. Then you can erase the loose pencil lines. But I am just going for it, and we're just getting the letters out. And the J and the L, of course, we are getting the polka dot pattern in. There'll be a different design on the outsides. So we're just making sure we have that down pat first before I move on to the colors. And the E would have a design on top of the colors. So would the red behind the J. And behind the E also. But the ones that, had the design separated, I had to do that with the marker first. So I just picked out, the different design patterns that I wanted to do. And we just going for it. Regular red marker here. Inspired by great artist Romero Brito. He does like happy art. I'm going to incorporate some of that vibe. And one of my main objectives is just to show you, you can just have some fun and get creative with art material that's not expensive. So we got the red down pat. And now behind here is like a lavender and white. And I'm just getting some little wavy shapes right there. And of course, if you're following along, you could change up anything here and come with your own shapes and your own style of patterns. It could be insects or butterflies, flowers, the list goes on. This is basically, short line design here. Just getting the lavender behind there and leaving the white area. And of course, the star side, that is the yellow side. And this is a cool little exercise, because you really don't have to have, some people say they're not artistic. This is something, you can just follow along with, even if your skills are not that, up to par as you would like them to be. You can still just do something like this and have fun with it. I forgot to do the bottom here, so just come back in and getting that knocked out. And that was my plan, to have the spaces separated by the letters. So I've been doing letters for a little while, so I just trust in the flow of it. And of course, if I didn't like it, we just start over. There we go. I started there. I put the wrong color, if you could notice, but I'm going to show you how I just got rid of that there. I started with the orange I wanted to do in the letter. So now we just come back and making that line of the L just a little thicker. Lucky thing I started in that corner there, so I just picked up the wrong mark on the side. But I left that in just to show you guys, mistakes happen. You correct it and just keep flowing. This was the color that I used there, but it was meant for inside here. So there we go, getting that in. And just to start with a white sheet of paper, you have an idea in your head, you don't know exactly how it will look, but once you start flowing and you just, have confidence in what you're doing, roll with the mistakes, look at it as you're just having fun. You're not taking it serious as, you're not commissioned to do this. All right, now we on to the green. And my main objective here is just to get all the marker work done. Get the markers out the way. Everything that I'll be utilizing with markers, get that out the way. And for this orange and green, that is some Sharpie markers also. And mind you, this is not an expensive set. It's not markers you can blend with. So don't think you need the most fanciest set to, all you need is creativity and some pencil skills, sketching skills. And even if your letters, one thing I like to tell people about letters, as long as they're legible, it doesn't have to be perfect. And I didn't have the blue in the Sharpie, so luckily I had it in this Crayola. So we went back and forth now. It's a Crayola and Sharpie mix with the initial Avery that I did the outline of the letters with. So, in my toolkit I have a smorgasbord of different art material. But you put them all to work. Put it all to work and see what you come up with. And with markers, you want to kind of stay in that same direction, because when you start going different direction, you can see it in the strokes. Some markers lay down better than others. And in here, my design was idea for a line design, and I just did my own thing. The inspiration I got, I just flipped up certain things because it's all shapes and lines. So, you just change it up a little bit. It's good. That's the bottom, the bottom line of creativity, Take what exists and flip it. And I'm using I'm on to the color pencils now. And, I'm pushing down, but not hard enough to break the tip, and not hard enough to carve onto the paper, because then you start seeing the groove lines in between the colors, and that just kills the overall look. So you must find that happy medium, that balance, where you can get the markers to be as bright as you need, the color pencils to be as bright as you need them to, without, damaging your paper that you're working on or the color pencil itself. So as you're doing stuff like this, you'll figure it out. And the key to this here is trying to just get rid of the white. When you're using color pencil to try to get them bright like this, white speckles showing through, that is the enemy. So, as you see, it pops. You just get it to stick out there. Basically, you're utilizing it to its fullest potential. And For this exercise, I left the paper because I wanted it in the direction of the camera I was filming. But you know, if you're doing this on your own, you flip the paper, turn it around so you can get the best angle. Me, I'm moving instead of the paper. So you see my hand is up in a corner here. It's on the bottom down here. Instead of me moving the paper, I am moving around the um, the board that I'm working on here. So I wanted you guys to know that. And you know, the color pencil is just starting to pop. And for an exercise like this, you know, it's not necessary. You don't have to use color pencils and markers. I just wanted to do these together because it's gonna add just a different vibe to the whole thing. But you know, if you have all these colors in a marker set, you can go for it too. It just it gets the creative juices flowing. You know, you feel more free when you're just working with letters and shapes, or you know, it's a freeing type of exercise. Getting some light gray into the stars. We are almost at the finish line. Now I just need to touch up that red. And I had a couple of different options here, but I decided I'm just gonna go with musical notes. I definitely love music, so just touching up here, a little white that I saw sticking out here in that blue. So we're just touching that up. Just make sure, you know, when you go into the marker, it's no turning back. You know, I could have sketched it out first to, you know, reassure myself, but, you know, I just went for it. And remember, guys, when you're doing patterns, everything does not have to be perfect. I mean, centered. They call that bleeding. Let things run off the edge, as you see with the stars and the musical notes. And there you have it, folks. We are done. Very nice. I hope you guys got some value from this video. If you did, smack that subscribe button. Hit the like. Leave a comment. Any feedback is appreciated. So until next time, John Eli Lopez, JEL, signing out. Y'all be good and be safe.